On a stone in St. James's Cemetery Gardens, the name Little Grace is carved. But who was Little Grace? Unfortunately, we do not know for certain who she was, but that hasn't stopped stories about her circulating from as early as the 1900s. The most popular tale is that she was the illegitimate child of a local businessman who paid his mistress sufficient money to look after the child. But when she died of a fever, he buried her in secret inside the wall so that none would know of his secret daughter. Some say that she was neglected by her father, who wouldn't pay for the doctor that could have saved her, and he buried her to avoid losing potential business clients. Another version of the story puts Grace as the child of a poor family, instead of as an illegitimate child. She enjoyed a short but happy life, and when she died, her parents wanted to bury her in St. James's Gardens. However, they could not afford to have a proper burial, and so they decided to take matters into their own hands and bury her themselves. It was quite common for poor families in the 1800s to bury their dead behind the brick walls, preferably in or near their family vaults. Since then, Little Grace has become a local ghost tale, and many eager ghost hunters claim to have made contact with her spirit, described as standing near the carving in a white burial shroud. Although the mystery of who Little Grace was will likely never be answered, it is interesting to think about who she might have been, who her family was, and what drove them to bury their child behind a wall with only a small carving to mark her death. What do you think about this little local mystery? The stories and legends may vary, but the legacy of Little Grace continues to spark intrigue and imagination in those who hear her tale. As new generations learn about Little Grace, her story intertwines with the history of the city, echoing both heartache and hope for forgotten souls. In this way, Little Grace remains a part of the community's narrative, forever inspiring curiosity and compassion among those who discover her story. Her legacy lives on not only in ghost stories, but also in the hearts of those who seek to remember and honor the forgotten children of history. As whispers of her past continue to resonate, the mystery of Little Grace becomes a bridge connecting generations, reminding us of the fragility of life and the stories we leave behind. In this evolving narrative, Little Grace transforms from a mere name on a stone to a symbol of empathy, sparking conversations about love, loss, and the importance of remembering those who came before us. Through these acts of remembrance, the community honors Little Grace, ensuring that her story does not fade into obscurity, but continues to inspire future generations. In every gathering, every flower laid, and every tale told, Little Grace lives on, weaving her way into the fabric